Vayera, ideas in the realm of Gematria from the Parshah for the Geulah. This is Article 4 in this series. In this week's Torah portion, we encounter the intriguing and somewhat mysterious story of Lot and his two daughters. After escaping the destruction of Sodom, finding themselves in a cave, and his daughters taking the initiative of what seems like, from the plain reading of it, to continue the human race by having relations with their father and having offspring. The Torah does not reveal their names to us, but refers to them as Habechira, the elder one, and Hatzeira, the younger one. And there's only one other place in the entire Torah where these expressions or names are used. That is Habechira and Hatzeira. They are used to refer to Leah and Rachel, when Lavan explains to Jacob why he deceived him by switching Leah for Rachel. It is not proper for us to give the younger Tzeira, referring to Rachel, before the elder Habechira, referring to Leah. See Genesis 29:26. If the only time in the Torah that these terms are used are with the daughters of Lot and with Rachel and Leah, then there must be some connection between them. But what is the connection? From Chazal, our sages of blessed memory, in the subject of Mashiach, if we study the subject carefully, we will encounter the concept of two Mashiachs, two Messiahs, as it were. One is Mashiach ben Yosef, Messiah the son of Joseph, who either physically or conceptually will come from Yosef and the tribe of Yosef, and the more well-known Mashiach ben David, Messiah the son of David, who will come from the tribe of Yehuda, of Judah, and from the line of the dynasty of the Davidic kings. We know that Rachel's son, Rachel's son, was Joseph, hence Messiah the son of Joseph, and Leah's son was Yehuda, of course, Messiah the son of David. The nature of Messiah the son of Joseph is more mysterious and not as much out in the open, whereas Messiah the son of David is a glorious reigning king without any mystery or being hidden. In a big corporation, there is a CEO, a chief executive officer. He is a public figure, and often in the media, people know who he is because he publicly represents the entire company. Then there is the CFO, the chief financial officer, and this individual is generally not as well known, not because he is any less important, but because he is not in the limelight. And that is the nature of accountants in general. They are generally more hidden away from the public eye. This hiddenness, or being aloof from the majority of people, can be a reference to the nature of Messiah, the son of Joseph. The more, let us say, celebrity status, so to speak, or famous nature of the Messiah, the son of David, can be likened to the CEO, who was a public figure. These two concepts can be connected to the elder and younger daughter of Lot in the realm of Gematria. In Gematria, the word Habechira has a numerical value of 242. The elder daughter came up with the idea in the first place. She had initiative, and even her son's name was more in the limelight and obvious by being named Moav, literally from my father. Can't get more obvious than that. We know that Moab will eventually, down the line, bring Ruth, who was the grandmother of King David, and there we have Messiah, the son of David. 242, like we said before, is Habechira, the elder, and 242, also the famous words in the song of Ani Mamin, Im kol zeh achake lo equals 242. Even with this, I will wait for him. I will wait. This is a positive expression. It is an assertive action. I will wait for him. This is an action that requires active participation. This is real initiative, and it points to the elder daughter in this illustration. The younger daughter was not as conspicuous as her elder sister. She was more discreet. She named her son Ben Ami, meaning son of my nation. She followed along and, quote unquote, went with the program of her sister's idea. Her secrecy in naming her son more discreetly can be seen in the numerical value of the words Hatze'ira, which is 380. 380 being the numerical value of the word Arafel. Arafel, which means a thick dark cloud, implying something that can hide or obscure something. Connecting it to the illustration of the financial leader / department, financial department. And when I said CFO, it doesn't have to be CFO. It could mean just the accounting department in general. They're more hidden. They're not in the limelight. Then the main leader can be seen in the word mispar, which means number, a reference to finance, those who count, and it has a numerical value of 380 as well. Mispar equals 380. So an accountant deals with numbers, and that is 380, which is also Arafel, hidden in the dark cloud. Yet another connection to Messiah, the son of Joseph, is the word Mitzrayim. And we know that Joseph rose to prominence in Egypt, Mitzrayim, which equals 380 as well. And to top it off, for the cherry on the cake, so to speak, the words Derech Yosef, the way of Joseph, in fact, has a numerical value of 380 as well. Have a great Shabbos.